Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory and honor this due to How about Shimi How Shai by Shimmer Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel broad, lifting up the standard of How about Shimi How Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a piggyback lesson, a couple of precepts here. I found the precept I was looking for. Um, it was in Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23, going into 2 and 23, meaning we're going to be made of the Father's own eternity. Because if we're sons and daughters of Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, the literal offspring of the Most High Himself, and He's an immortal being, then that means that we're going to be baby Yahweh Shemi Yahushai's on the earth, man. Okay, we're going to be baby Yahweh's out here, man. Okay, our children are going to be born with superpowers. Like the scriptures say that they should put their hand in the cockatrice's den. That's a poisonous serpent. Okay, so upon birth, when our kids are coming out, they're going to be born with that glow. They're going to have that power, man. And we're going to have children, okay, kids, man, that's going to be putting hell on you people, put on you fucking Edomites, man. Okay, you may have your son to oversee the plan. I mean, he's not going to be doing anything for real up until he's over the age of 12, of course, but just the fact, just to speculate spiritually that, hey, man, it's going to be a beautiful thing, seeing you heathens and you devils being put into subjection. Okay, because this is what Esau's whole purpose of enslaving us was, hoping to obtain the birthright back. Okay, but see, he got spiteful. Okay, and he basically tried to get back at the Most High, because he's pissed off at the Most High because, hey, Jacob supplanted him of his birthright, but really it belonged to us anyway, because we was of the chosen line, not you. You know. So anyway, real quick, this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 15. Matter of fact, let's start at 13. It says, "For the Most High made not death, neither have He pleasure in the destruction of the living." Right? They said, well, I thought Most High made everything. He did. But see, death is the wages of sin. Wages of sin is death, and though that's a judgment for sinners. Okay, we've all sinned and fell short of the glory, and that's why we die. Okay, but ultimately the Most High created this planet, this domain, so we can live. The earth is created so we can live and enjoy it, man. Okay, and enjoy the fruits thereof. Okay, we're not supposed to be in this laborious, this broken down, trodden down state, all sick and dying and decaying. But because sin entered the world, this is the result of it. It says, "The Most High made not death, neither have He pleasure in the destruction of the living. For He created all things that they might have their being, and the generations of the world were healthful." Okay, and this proves right here that the Most High did create death. In fact, we see they are talking about as far as the intended purpose. Because a person would read this and say, oh, this is contradictory. How did He create all things but not death? Which basically they would say, well, that gives the Most High, or that takes away your free will. But it says He created not death, because death is for sinners. Okay, but He created us to live, but also the Most High created a judgment for those that go off. And we all went off, and this is the reason why we're put in this downtrodden state once again. Hold on one second, brother. Salakia. Shit. What the fuck is this? There we go. It says, "For He created all things that they may have their being." Like Elder Yashwamba did the video on the cockroaches yesterday. The purpose of a roach. Okay, people hate roaches because they're nasty. But see, the roaches are getting it how they get it. Though they're not supposed to live among humans. But see, hey, they don't have a choice because the society is all out of order. But a roach, basically, it sucks the nitrous, I believe, the particular oxygen, and it helps the trees to grow. Okay, they eat the trash, they eat all the bad shit, and they help the trees to grow. Everything has a particular purpose. So in the kingdom, we're gonna have all types of shit. We're gonna have cockroaches, we're gonna have beetles, got pigs. Okay, we're gonna have wasps. We're gonna have all those things working together in perfect unison. But see, because the ecosystem is thrown off, that's why you have fucking cockroaches in your houses, moths and gnats and all that other stuff. But they have their purpose. Like a gnat, I didn't know that a gnat was used to pollinate cocoa plants, man, or cocoa. You know? So, hey, Lord is cold-blooded, man. It's something as small as a gnat or an ant with a huge purpose. And I fucking hate gnats, man, because they bite me all the time. You know, they say certain blood types and certain particular chemicals that's coming out of the blood. But, you know, whatever. But it says that they may have their being, and the generations of the world were helpful. And there is no poison of destruction in them, nor the kingdom of death upon the earth, man. Okay, and this is how the paradise of Idon, which is Eden, which means paradise, was intended to be created. But see, this planet Earth is going back into an Eden-type paradise, okay, when all things are going to be set in appropriation, so to speak. We're going to have our spiritual power. We're going to have all types of things. If people are going to say, well, why do you need spiritual power if you're not going to have any adversities? Well, for one thing, because we're gods. Okay, and we are going to have adversity because other nations are going to get out of line. And on top of that, we're going to use our spiritual powers for more than just beating the shit out of heathens. Okay, but just the fact, and that's a stipend or a marker that's going to be put on us to distinguish us from regular people and gods, man. Okay, because the whole nation of Israel, we all going to have that spiritual power. Of course, the elect is going to attain it first, and they're going to be on a higher level than the rest of the nation. But nonetheless, hey, Jake is going to come back with that powers, man. Because our kids are going to have powers. Because remember, our kids that we're going to born in the kingdom are going to be these 2/3 nigglets that died on this side. But they're going to come back with power. Why? Because they're ultimately the righteous and they're Israelites. Okay? But it says, for righteousness is immortal. Okay? Which proves that power is righteous. Because in order for you to be immortal, there have to be power behind that. It says, but ungodly men with their works and words called it to them. For when they thought to have it, their friend, they consumed to know. And made a covenant with it because they are worthy to take part with it. Okay? And ungodly men is the 2/3, and you heathens, starting with you Edomites first. Alright? So this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2, and I'm going to start at verses let's start at verses 22. It says, as for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not, at the hope for their wages of righteousness, nor discern the reward with blameless souls. For the Most High created men, and it's talking about an Israelite man, to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Okay? Nevertheless, through the envy of the devil came death into the world, that they that do hold of this side do find it. Okay? That's why it says we are of the Most High's own immortality. Because let's go to Genesis, the first chapter. Genesis 1, and I'm going to start at verses 27. It says, so the powers created man in his own image. Okay? And this is really going into the chosen line as well. Because when you think of an image, it's talking about an image of power, the image of the Most High. Okay? More than physical or how can I say it? More than the physical or more than the phenotype attributes. And though we were created with dark skin, woolly hair. But overall, this is talking about our power structure, our abilities, man. Okay? We were going to be born out of the Most High's own kind. And it says here, and created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. And male and female created he them, right? Because the female was created in our image. Because the female was part of us. That's why it says that she was taken out of men. Okay, which that's a different breakdown. More than just him, a woman coming out of his... No, the Lord didn't cut off Adam's ribs and made a woman. No, man, it was through a particular lineage of his own kinsmanship. If you may understand that. You know? But overall, man, it's going to be a beautiful ride, brothers, man. Okay, and we're pretty much at the top of this climax. Like when you get on a roller coaster, how you coast up to the top. We're literally at the peak point, at the summit, when it's getting ready to fall, man. And that's when the Most High is going to open in us a new ability, man. Okay, and I believe it. And this is the reason why our brothers have been catching hell left and right. Because honestly speaking, there's no balance on this side. Okay, there's no balance. There's no glory here. There's no happiness. It's just all frustration, aggravation. Okay, being downtrodden, beat down, depressed, sad, angry, upset, mad, whatever. And you may have bouts of happiness and satisfaction here and there, but they're only short-lived, man. I'm ready to live, and I'm ready to live abundantly, brothers, you know. So that power is coming, man, all right? But anyway, I just kind of wanted to finish off and add on to the lesson I just previously did. Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters that may watch be edified in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom, Abba Babal. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, to the hopeful elect. Shalom.